Hi guys, Spartan765 here. Today I'm doing a video review on a gun I got a couple months ago, and that is the, oh boy, the WASR-10. Sorry for the shitty lighting, it's a cell phone video. Now, those of you who may know, the WASR-10 has a long history, when the U.S. market has been a worthless piece of shit. You know, I've owned them in the past, I've sold them. But Century Arms started importing a new production WASR-10 recently, within the past year, which is new barrel, new parts, everything's new, manufactured in Romania, shipped over here, then has the mag well drilled out, a compensator put on, and U.S. furniture, all that good stuff. Now, I bought this a couple months ago, and I sent it back immediately because it was a complete pile of shit. I tend to have a really bad luck with purchasing firearms online, new, and having to send them back to the manufacturer. What was wrong with this? Well, let's see. Horribly canted front sights. Horribly canted gas block. Rivets that weren't fully pressed. That sold it for me. Right then and there, that was over. I sent it in. Century Arms was a pain in the ass to deal with. It took 2 months to get my gun back. I just got it back today. Well, this isn't my gun. Well, this is my gun. This isn't the original gun I had. They sent me a replacement rifle. As you can see here. I mean, as far as the gun looks for a $600 AK, I mean, it's... You know, I mean, it's got a bleached wood stock, but it's finished. It's not, you know, raw like the old WASR-1063s. I mean, the rifle looks fairly decent. I mean, there's no mag wobble. I'll give them that. Oh, one of the things I'm going to bitch about that the first motherfucker had, the one I got I sent back, the entire thing was coated in metal shavings inside. The gas tube, the gas block, the receiver, just thick with metal shavings. It's like they went in there, they drilled out the gas port, they fucking remilled in here, and they just never even cleaned it out. They said, fuck it. Just throw some grease on it and send it. That was included in my complaints. And I had to call them every day for about 3 weeks after the 4 to 6 week turnaround time, which they quoted me on, 4 to 6 weeks. This is after that. I called them every single fucking day and bitched, where's my fucking gun? And I finally got told, oh, it got shoved away somewhere. Like it got misplaced in the fucking line of repairs. Whatever. So they finally sent me a new gun. Problems with this gun, let's see. Nothing that's going to cause me to send the rifle back. The only issue one of the issues I saw, and it's not super bad. The front sight is slightly canted, but not really bad, as you can see. I don't really think that's an issue. I got the rifle 0 today. Shoots great. But I still get a full sight picture. And the way I look at it is, as long as you can still get a full sight picture, where your bunny ears or wings in the side of your sight are not interfering with your sight picture. By sight picture, I mean the notch in the rear sight where the front sight sits in. If you're seeing bunny ear or whatever you want to call that in that notch, then you got to send that shit back. This, sorry for the shitty lighting, but it's cosmetically not appealing, but the rifle shoots well and it doesn't affect my sight picture. Also, you guys may or may not be able to notice this. You might be able to tell already. See the stop? Oh, it's nice and straight, and then whoop. The stock is slightly canted by roughly 1/8 of an inch. But the trunnion in the rear is straight, which leads me to believe that the stock itself is actually warped. Good to know the trunnion's straight. I did all those measurements to make sure. Like, I don't want the bolt hitting the rear trunnion in one single little spot in the far left or the far right, causing rivets to come loose. So that it impacts great. The stock's a little warped. And you know what? Funny thing is when I pull the gun, it actually is really comfortable. I know, weird, right? Like, it seems like the gun is actually, I mean, it's just an eighth of an inch. And it pulls just perfect. I mean, I know that's not an intentional defect, but this is a defect. Hey, you know, hey, I'm not super happy with it. But at the same time, hey, it actually seems to shoulder pretty comfortable. More comfortable than a perfectly straight stock would. Hey, especially with the front sight that's drifted over about an eighth of an inch there. That warped stock, that slightly warped stock, actually pretty much when I cheek the gun, the sights line up instantly. So, hey, you got a canted front sight a little bit, you adjust it. As long as you got a canted fucking warped stock, it all works out. But not dissing the rifle on that. That is not anything I'm going to send it back for. Like I said, I'm happy with the gun. They're great little guns, if you can get one that's not fucked up. And we all know a lot of them are fucked up. But it is what it is. Everything else in this gun is perfect. No, perfect is within spec. Well within spec. Bolt lockup's great. Gas tube's nice and straight. Like I said, the front sight just a tiny bit canted. No big deal. Trigger on it's not bad. That's what you'd expect from, you know, standard 3.5 pound, 4 pound pull. Anyway, that's my WASR-10 review. Spartan 765 out.